I'm Lilian Genaro Motti Ader. I am a lecturer in human-computer interaction at the Department of Computer Sciences and Information Systems in University of Limerick. And I wanted to talk about a tool that I use with my students. So when I'm teaching human-computer interaction, this is a joint module. So I have students from master's degrees, but also undergraduate and second years. And lots of students that are in Erasmus programs, so they come from different countries. And this tool is called the Positionality Wheel. It has been developed by Leslie and Noel, and it's a survey-like tool, but I present this in a virtual whiteboard, so students can join online and be anonymous while they're responding. And the goal of this tool is to help the students to position themselves against or inside a broad range of diverse skills and backgrounds and cultures that might have. So in my course, there will be those different categories. So we have age, gender, as well as country, how many languages do you speak, as well as your economic and social background now or when you were a child, and also all the different fields of work and study that are in the group. So from my module, this is relevant because it helps the students to position themselves, comparing themselves to the users they will be designing technologies and interactive systems in the future. So they know they can compare themselves to the people who they will be designing for. And so they can see where they situate in this broad range of diversity we have. The impact that I was looking for was positioning themselves like outside the class. But actually I realized it's a powerful tool to be used inside the class as well, because it helps to create this class community. And I was hoping them to acknowledge all the diversity in the group, but also it helps them to kind of accept different points of view, especially when they are working in group, and also to kind of celebrate the diversity. Because at the end, when I show the results of their responses, we can see how many languages they speak together as a group, how many countries and different cultures they are representing, and as well as narrow it can be, like most of them will be college students, but they might be able to understand that they will have different perspectives from older people, or if they're designing things for kids or people who have different needs from themselves. And in the module of human-computer interaction, this is a joint module, so I have the students from applying for a master's degree, but I also have undergraduate students in first and second years and Erasmus students coming from abroad. So the goal of this too was for me to help them to position themselves against or inside this range, spectrum of skills and background, comparing themselves to the users they will be designing for in the future. So I wanted them to realize that they have a different perspective from different users, for example, in different age groups, or users who might have different needs when they will be using technologies. And the interesting impact that I noticed inside the class is that helps the students to acknowledge and hopefully to accept and celebrate the diversity in the group, because they look at the results of the tool, what are the input inside the class, and they can then realize all the valuable information they have around them, all the representation of different cultures, different languages. So in 1 year I have, for example, 17 different languages spoken inside the class. So it works really well and as an online tool, because the students, when they're not physically present, they don't know each other. So it also helps them to create all this image of their own group.